Bitcoin update here on the 21st. It's pretty clear to me what this is or where it's at. It's the same as Tesla and all the other stocks I've been going over. They're on the same path. So I have this as wave 4 on Bitcoin down here. So going all the way back here to the end of 2022, I have this as wave 3, and then we got that big long dump of about 5 months. And now we're in that final move up. Let me go to the log chart. You can see it better. So basically, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, ABC 4, and then the 2-day is like perfect for seeing this. You have 1, 2, 1, 2, and then this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, A, B, and then they do the huge dump to shake out margin and scare people down here. And so we should be about to take off for this wave 3 to finish it off. How long will that take? I would probably say about the same time as this first wave. So I'm looking at about 3 weeks. So I'm looking for a move that should take about 3 weeks, pretty much straight up from here. So we're looking at sometime right before the inauguration of Trump. And where would that go to? That's the question. It's kind of an irregular fourth wave. So I don't really have a good target. I'm thinking like 115 to 120 would be good. And $115 to 120, I think. Somewhere in this parallel line here. So my target is basically probably somewhere around this midpoint here. So you're looking at 114, 115, all the way up to like 120. So somewhere in this range right here. And then that will be wave 3. And then from there, I'm looking for a wave 4 pullback. This wave 2 was only about a month long. I'm expecting this to be about 2 months. So somewhere in January down here into like March, wave 4. And then who knows about wave 5? I have a suspicion that it's going to be an extension and it's going to go much, much higher. Like crazy high, maybe 200,000, 250,000. I think wave 5 is going to be crazy high because I'm expecting the dollar to come down. So if the dollar comes down, that should benefit Bitcoin even more, and it should benefit stocks too. So I'll go to the dollar now. So the dollar, I've had this chart for a long time. It takes a long time for these dollar moves to play out, but I am very bearish on the dollar from here. I have this as A, B. We should be about at this time where we head lower into this demand zone between 91 and 96. And then that will be the end of the bull market. So whenever this is finished, that's when you know the bull market is finished. And then it's going to spike. The dollar is going to get super, super strong. I'm looking for 130 on the dollar after this move is finished. And so yeah, we haven't even started the melt up. So that melt up that David Hunter has been talking about, you can go follow him on Twitter. He's been talking about, SPX going to 7,000, 8,000, whatever. That hasn't even started yet. People think that we've already melted up. We haven't even started it yet. The real melt up is going to be in 2025, probably after March, in which the dollar is tanking. In equities, inflation will probably get worse too, but equities and like commodities, gold, silver, Bitcoin, everything is going to be melting up. So you better be long, but you're going to have another chance in like March. There's going to be one more dip, and that's going to be buy the dip and ride it all the way through potentially 2025. Let's just say the dollar doesn't start really dipping until March. Then I would be looking at maybe a year or so down. So probably 2026 is when you're going to want to be out of the market. Just based on this, projecting wise, I would say sometime in like January, February, March of 2026. So we have plenty of time to make more money to the upside, and people that think it's going to crash are probably going to be left behind because the biggest melt up is coming. QQQ. So I said in the last video that this was going to be a ABC move down. If I'm wrong, because Bitcoin is going up and these are all going to follow the same path, if I'm wrong about this not being an impulse, then that would mean we're still going to make one more high here on QQQ. So if this makes one more high, pull back, and then like this. If that happens, then it's just following Bitcoin's path. It's following the same path as Tesla, SoFi, if you watch all those videos. The reason why I said it was a corrective move is I want to see this break outside the parallel line, but I guess on the indexes, you don't always get that. So maybe I should adjust this and just consider this being a wave 3 coming up. Let's see here. It's already hit my target for if it was a wave 3, but maybe this, if this was an impulse just like the rest of them, it would look like this. So wave 3, wave 4, and then wave 5 like this. Something like that. So if that's the case, I mean, going by the dollar and going by what I showed you on Bitcoin, even though I don't like the structure of this, then maybe QQQ makes one more high in the next 3 weeks as well, and then pulls back into March, and then runs to probably like at least 600 by 2026, but probably much higher than that. So I'll do more probably on Sunday, but that's it for now. QQQ, Bitcoin, dollar, showing how they're all related and how there's going to be a massive melt up in 2025.